Hey, welcome back. So today we're gonna be making this right here. I'll pull it on the screen so y'all can see it. It's really nothing special, just a scene I kind of worked on today. Had some reference for the actual objects I was working on. But yeah, let's get into it. So pretty much what we're gonna do here is we're gonna grab a picture of our substance, quickly add in a camera, and I'm gonna show you something really cool which you can do. So we'll go here, we'll change resolution to what we're going to have it at, and it's going to be, there we go. Okay, so when you do that, you need to go here to your camera, and there should be an option that says background image. You're going to select that, add image, press open, and then go to your desktop. And then you're just gonna add in, well, not to your desktop, wherever you have your image at. But I'm gonna add in, look for my image and slap it on here. Alright, so here we go. So what we're gonna do is I'll leave like a file to the image, just if you want like a high quality version, down in the description. So you can download that or whatever, and then you can start getting your objects in to model this. So I'm just gonna use this as a background for now, and then you can, right here, you can just change, you can change these down to 0.01, and then, just leave everything else default, just so it's like really skinny. And we're gonna press S to scale, and then we're gonna press S and X to kind of scale it right here. So that's useful. But yeah. Okay, so let's kind of center this a little bit and make sure that's good. So for these, they're not too difficult. What you're going to do is press tab. You're going to set this to everything kind of like transparent. Press 3 on your keyboard, and then you see your lines just about, if you look right here, you can see your lines like just about here. What you're going to do is select everything above that, right click and delete faces, and there you go, you have everything. And you can also just kind of scale it down if you want to a little bit, and kind of just move it wherever you need. So yeah, we have our first one now. What we're going to do is Control C, Control V, S to scale, and then just you can move it along here. But now that I look at it, I realize we're going to do another one. So what we're going to do is just kind of scale this down, and we're going to just keep doing this and kind of matching all of our shapes until just until we get it where we want. And then once we have everything set, then we can get to shading. So just keep doing this, and tab to edit mode, go right here, delete faces, and just keep doing that pretty much until you've modeled the whole entire thing. So now that we have our kind of our main object here, what we're going to do is we're going to select all of it, press M, and we're just going to organize it, and we'll just name this like main, there you go, that's, I spelled that wrong, whatever. So just, there you go, we have that. I'm not sure we can rename it, whatever, it's fine, no worries. What we're going to do is we're going to shift A, adding a plane, and we are just going to kind of match this material right here that we have on the ground. Let's actually go to our camera really quickly and disable our background for just a bit. But okay, so now that we have our plane here, oh, I didn't see that. Well, let's drag this down a little bit. I didn't realize I messed that up. It's all okay. Alright, so now we got that. Let's add in our plane. Make sure we have everything. Shift A, we'll add in a plane. And we'll rotate this. Actually, yeah, we'll just select this actually in our camera. I'm gonna try something. So let's just select all of our objects here, and I'm just gonna rotate this 90. Go RX and then minus 90. Perfect. Alright, so let's select our plane now, and we will put this at 0. And I didn't realize I added another one in, so we'll delete that. Alright, so select this, we'll bring it down here on the z-axis. Bam. Just kind of scale up to just about there. Alright, so once we do that, now we can pull up this, and we will move our camera up and forward just a little bit. So bring this down, pull this up, and then bring this down a little bit more. And we'll just select our main object here and just shrink it. Just like that. Perfect. Okay. We'll just shrink it down just a little bit and bring it just to the base of this, like that. Like that's good. Alright, so now I have that. Now we can do our floor texture, which is going to be not too difficult. It's super simple. Okay, so let's first of all add in a bump. So we'll Shift A. We'll add in a bump. Then we're gonna also add in a color ramp. I'll just Shift D on that, and then Shift A. We're gonna add in a noise texture, and then that's all we need for now. So what we're gonna do is just move one up here, one down here, and this right here. Super simple. We're gonna connect the normal to the normal, and then we're gonna connect the color on the top of the ramp to the roughness. So just check the roughness. We'll pull the black up just a little bit and leave kind of that where it's at. So let's go into render if you can see what this looks like. We can see what it looks like. Right now it looks a little weird, but we're gonna fix that. So on the noise texture, we're gonna connect the factor to the factor right here. And then on here, we're gonna connect the color to the height. So color to height. Let that load. Alright, so perfect. Now we're gonna press Control T if you have the so go here, Control T. And actually this is a good learning experience. So edit preferences, go to your add-ons, and we need to select node wrangler. So node wrangler. So just press the little check mark. I'll just add all those. So now if you press Control T on this, it's going to bring up a default little thing here we have, just to kind of control how the texture is going to work. And that's going to be super useful. So what we're going to do here is drag this just about here, then this pretty close as well to just about here. So now we can see our textures, and it looks a little odd, but that's totally fine. Let's go to here and bring this down just a teensy bit. We're gonna render view. Okay, now we're gonna set this to, actually we're gonna set this to 40, and then just bring our camera up just a little bit, because we don't need it so far back, and just about there's fine. So we select our floor, and we are going to change the scale, just to kind of, so it matches this a little bit more, so it doesn't look as weird. So we're gonna go to our bump really quickly, change the scale from what we have at default to 0.050, and then just leave this default at 1, and it gets really nice texture. And depending on, because we do have a little bit bigger of a section here, we'll set this to like 3, 3, and 3, and plug this in, so we'll do it a little bit higher. We'll do 4, 4, and 4 on all of these. Perfect. So what we're going to do now is, so right now you can't really see the textures too much because we do have a few ports in. It's pretty low at 16 samples. So it's going to be not too difficult to see, but you know, you won't really tell as much. You'll really only reflect in the render. Alright, so let's go from object up here to world. Let's go just a little bit, move this around, make sure your strength is 0. Shift A, whoops, Shift A, add in a volume scatter. Connect the volume to the volume. Let that load. You're adding a lot of stuff to the scene when you're doing this. So we'll do 0.002, just like that, and yeah, so we'll keep that there. Now we're gonna add in our trees. So for the trees, it's really whatever you want. You know, you can go grab one off Google, transparent image, just really whatever you want. I actually have one though that I am going to use. Just copy this in the scene. There you go. It's already placed. It looks like this is perfect. So we already have our trees, and you know, I'll leave. Actually, matter of fact, I'll leave the project file down there in the description, so y'all can grab this tree if you want. But yeah. So you can grab your tree, really, just kind of do that yourself. You can get one off Google, just transparent image. You can make your own. There's plenty of free assets out there. So, you know, once you get your tree, you're going to do that. And then we'll have this set here. And let's go back to object. And then go to our timeline. Pull this down a little bit. Okay, so now that we need to do is we're going to add in our lights. So we're going to Shift A, go down to our lights, we're going to add in a area, and we're going to go clip to the X right here. So pull this light this way, and we'll do S and Z. So it's about just a little bit smaller than our main object here. Yes, there we go. We will pull it just about here. Oh, our goal here is we want it to look like this light is reflecting onto the tree. So let's save our project real quick. Alright, so now that we have all of our, not all of our lights, but we have a light in, let's point this upwards here, just about there, and we'll set the strength just to about 12. And we'll do quite a similar color to what we have. And do the same thing up here, and you're actually gonna make this light a little bit bigger, a little more square, just so it lights up the top of the tree, just kind of how we want it. I'm gonna turn the brightness up to this, just to about 80. Make sure it's completely white. Bring light down a little bit. Control C, Control V, re-add another light, and kind of point towards the back, so you have a little bit of a highlight, and make it a little bit farther, and maybe just a little bit bigger, so it's smoother. Alright, perfect. Now that we have our lights, let's just go ahead really quickly, reload our project just for lag. Alright, so last thing we want to do, actually, let's right click and or Shift A, add in a cube or shade smooth, and go here to our modifiers, add modifier. And we're going to select a displacement or displace. Press new, there's these two little buttons here, click that. Click image or movie, and then click clouds. And then just turn the depth up all the way to 24. And just kind of change it to just about there. Go here, press new. Alright, so once you do that, now we're going to just change the color just a little bit so it somewhat matches the color of our tree. So just about there. Shrink it down. Select the ground plane. Now we're going to go to particle properties. Press the plus sign up here on the top left or right. Go to render, halo, and select object, go to filled weights, change the gravity to 0, and now go here to object and select your object, so the little object we made here, that's pink. And the reason it's like a weird shape, you know, it doesn't really matter too much what shape it is. Okay, so now we got that. What is this actually? I have no clue, we'll just leave that there. Okay, so now we're going to change the scale randomness all the way up. And then we're going to press play on the animation. We see these little objects here. Right, this looks really cool. You know, just got these random floating objects. We're going to do a few other things, so let's make it look a little better. So we're going to go to lifetime randomness, and the lifetime of it, we'll change the lifetime to 250. And then we're also going to go to the scale and change it just a little bit. Shows just about the size. Perfect. You can actually do one smaller, but it really depends on what you want to what you want to do. We'll change the number to about 1500. And then Shift A, go down here to force field and add in a wind. So make sure you can see it. We're going to make it just so it's like pointing. So we want it to be pointing this way. So you have like all of your little particles all flowing in one direction going up that way. So yeah, so I'll do that. We can kind of pull this way, put it to the left over here. Player animation. So now we see all of our objects are kind of flowing that way. That's exactly what we want. So now we got that. Let's go back to turn number 1. Select our area or our wind. We'll just turn the strength up just a little bit until we get kind of something we want here. So we don't want it to go too fast. These are supposed to just look like some simple like particles for like the tree, I guess. Like now you have like these little particles like generating out the ground. They look super nice. Just add a little bit of detail to your scene. And yeah, great. So we have our scene now. Let me just change the number of that just a little bit. Just a little bit faster. You can really do whatever you want with this, honestly. And I'm gonna change the count to just about 2,000 or 1,500 there. Just have a few more. Usually looks really nice. Yep, there you go. So that's your scene. Super simple. Hope y'all liked the video. If you did, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.